What's GPP going to provide me with? We want to program for work capacity, right? And that's going to happen through this form of general physical preparedness. That's what GPP stands for. That's also the things that you guys are going to hear about, you know, the unknown and the unknowable, broad, general, inclusive, all these terms that we've heard kind of thrown around. And who is GPP programming good for? Who is that going to benefit? Yeah, exactly, guys. It's going to benefit pretty much 99% of the people that you have walking through your doors. On some cases, are we going to find people that are extreme specialists that maybe need a little bit more slant of their programming? Yeah, but there's a lot of kind of things to back up and evidence to show that even those guys working to improve their GPP are going to see a big increase in just their sports-specific stuff as well. And there's something that I think really dictates the way that most people or most gym owners program this stuff. What do you think might dictate how we do this? Equipment. Yeah, that's definitely a solid one. Equipment can, you know, force us to do things differently. But experience of athletes. Yeah. And then what do you think? There's this big thing out there now. And it's really cool. Yeah, exactly, right? Is a lot of people program for the games, right? They program. What happened in 2008? All the workouts were under 5 minutes. And everything was what? Short and heavy. And everyone was like, I gotta get strong. So what cropped up? CrossFit with a strength bias, right? And then in 2009, what happened? I got to run 7 miles or 7K, right? And it's up a hill. And now we've got 2-a-days, and now there's chippers, and suddenly we're doing overhead walking lunges. We've never seen these before, but everybody's programming on them because it's like the secret to going to the games. And what happened in 2010? Oh, dang it. Ring handstand, push-ups, and skill. I have to know gymnastics, right? Dang it. So now what are people doing? I got to do skill stuff, right? And then I've got to do 2-a-days. I've got to meet all these things, right? That's not the case. I bet you if you talk to Matt over there, Matt does not program dictated on what the 2010 games looks like. Matt programs to increase this. Right. This is what we program for. We don't program dictated off the games. Does that make sense, guys? So really what's going to give you the meat and potatoes is that variance piece. The more variance you have, the better off you are. Cool? I want to give you guys a little bit of an understanding of what variance is not. So often people think variance is that kind of roll the dice programming where we just like, hey, throw anything out there, throw it into the hopper. And people get confused with the hopper model. The hopper model, you guys remember that from your level 1, the what is fitness, and talking about the hopper model and how that is a good test of fitness, right? So that's a good test of fitness, but it is not a good way to program. Right? So if we throw a bunch of exercises, a bunch of movements, workouts into that hopper and start just picking stuff out left and right, what are we going to find? That the reality is there's probably going to be more similarities between those things than if we really had a well thought out plan of variance, right? So it just by chance might pull out heavy all the time, or monostructural all the time, or have these long stints of body weight things all the time. So variance, true random, is going to have that happen. So variance is not planless, it's not goalless, it's not mindless, it's not that just roll the dice, throw that stuff out there, right? Variance in our world is going to be much different in that this is how we're going to program out and fill in the gaps, fill in the chinks in the armor to give us the most GPP. So I typically program out like 12 hours in advance. Yeah, Kevin's like, what? So often I'll do, this is kind of how I roll. And once you'll see, Pat's going to give you guys an example of how to do this. It's sometimes, you know, once you get more experience, you'll see how it's easier to do this. But this is how I program out. So I know that Sundays we're not open, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, this is what my week looks like. And I know that one of these days, I don't know which day it's going to be. It's going to vary all the time. One of these days is going to be a heavy day. We're just going heavy, we're not doing anything else. Another one of these days is going to be a longer day, so it's typically like an AMRAP in 20 or some kind of workout that's going to take them to that kind of outside that 20-minute time domain, somewhere in there. Another one of those days is probably going to be, and often like 3 of these days are going to be like 15 minutes or less. And it's just CrossFit, and to get that stuff in, what is it? Typically couplets and triplets, maybe, you know, 4 to 5 type exercise things. And then one day I'll do a heavy Metcon where I trick them and lie to them into picking up heavy weight because I know my gym needs that, right? Now, that's what I know is going to happen in the course of 1 week, Jason. So it might look like this week. And then next week, Tuesday might be the heavy day, and Friday might be a 15-minute, and Monday might be the AMRAP in 20. So I just bounce this stuff, I move it all around, and that'll help you guys out with the guy or gal that comes in 2 or 3 times a week and get them exposed to a lot of that stuff. So the way I look at it is this, and okay, I haven't done a heavy day yet this week, I'm gonna do a heavy day, and then I look back. I say, all right, what did I do Tuesday, Monday, what did we do Saturday and Friday? And I start to see where we've maybe missed some things. All right, we've gone below parallel a lot, haven't seen much overhead work, cool, maybe we're gonna do a push press. Wait, we haven't done much Olympic lifting. I'm gonna make it a split jerk. Does that make sense, man? Yeah, so that's how I program out, and that's how I program for myself too. Do I know what I'm doing tomorrow? Nope. Did I know what I was doing yesterday morning? Nope. I asked Matt to give me a workout. And 5 minutes before I did it, I found out what my workout was going to be. GPP. What haven't I done? What do I feel like I need to do? That's where I go.